It's only to do. It's only to do. Yeah, it's only to do. It's only to do. All right, let's go. All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, Fall River Media. I just want to come on tonight and let's talk about what is going on in the city council and what their ordinance that's happening there. So tonight's show is going to be the we're going to talk about the city council, and we're going to talk about the actual ordinance that was put in place. Like I said, and promised that I was going to talk about tonight. So, and this is how this is gonna play out. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, and yeah. So yeah. So um, I am live on Twitch. If you guys, I am live on I am live on um, YouTube, Fall River Media YouTube. Tonight's show is going to be about what is what was the city council's thinking about the ordinance? I mean, that they put in place. They put an ordinance in place about the homeless, and that they're going to start issuing tickets out. It passed Tuesday, and I mean, you know, this is something that we this is actually something that um it should have never happened. Okay, but the city council put it in place. Okay, if the homeless is congregating, right, they don't care if the shelters is full. They will they will issue them a ticket. Okay, so now why are they going to issue the homeless people the ticket? These people don't have no place to go. They're struggling. They ain't gonna have no money to pay for a ticket. So that ordinance should be in void. It should be in void because it's not going to hold. Because I don't know why. Uh, I don't know why they did it. Uh, but I think if they were going to do an ordinance, they should have done the ordinance with the people that are texting and driving, right? They should have done that. The people that text and drive and talk on the phone. I mean, that would be okay. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That would actually be fine. But giving homeless a ticket for what? I mean, what is that gonna prove? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have money to pay. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a job. They're struggling. They're struggling to have a home. You know what I'm saying? And the city council passed an ordinance like that. know what I'm saying, on them instead of actually helping them. Wow. I mean, I think, I like Cliff Ponte. I like Cliff Ponte, but I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not the one. To be in the city council. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Joe Camara, Sean Kadim, Linda Pereira, Laura Simmons was Washington. These people been in there for a long time, and they don't even know what to do. Okay. Linda Pereira says, we did everything we can. How can you do how can you do everything you can when you've been in there for almost 40 years, 20 years in the city council? Okay. I don't see anything. I something for the past time that I was involved with politics. I saw the same city councils in there, and Joe Camara, Sean Kadim, Linda Pereira, Laura Simmons, I don't know, trying to pronounce the last name. I saw all them in there, and nothing. And to me, nothing hasn't even got done. Nothing at all. So what is the point? I mean, to keep voting for these people. Okay. What is the point? There's no point to it. Because something, if you keep voting for the same people, right? What are you thinking, that you're gonna get a different result? No, you're not. You're gonna get the same results like we're getting now from the city council. I mean, at least Michelle Dion, okay, is actually doing her job. She's trying. But you know what? They keep throwing roadblocks at her all the time. So I think we do need all new city councils. I think we gotta vote these people out. We cannot keep voting these people in there, because you're gonna get the same old answer from Sean Kadim, Linda Pereira, Laura, and Joe Camara, Brad Kilby. You guys are gonna get the same old whole answer. If you vote them out and put all new people in there, you may get new answers. Okay? You will get new answers to this. You have to. We can't keep living like this. Okay? We can't. And they're not. Something. And then we gave them a chance, and they're not going to do anything. They're not. And I've been involved with politics for a very long time, and I've seen what the city councils do. Okay. I've been at meetings. I've seen what they do. Okay. It's the same old thing that they come up with all the time. Same old thing. Every time. Every time when they're in there, they talk about the same thing all the time. Nothing new. But we need to do something that, we got to get them out of there. I mean, not Michelle. I like, she's pretty cool, and she does do her job. You know what I'm saying? And she tries. You know what I'm saying, to do it, but they just roadblocking her at every shot. Every time she tries to come out and with something good, they roadblock her. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? This is why. Okay. This is why we have to put Republicans in there, so that way we can get everything across the board. Okay. So that way we can get stuff done. Okay. That's why we need to put Republicans, even though it's not a party thing, But if we can get a city council that's a Republican, we can put them in there. We can get the stuff done. We can get it done. Having Joe Camara, Sean Kadim, Linda Pereira in there, they're not, and Laura, they're not getting it done. Okay, it's about market rate housing to them. So they're following what the mayor wants. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good, man. I'm telling you. I mean, it's causing a lot of problems. Okay, and they just don't want to hear it. So you might as well get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to hear it, and they don't want to hear it from us that it is a problem, then they need to go. Okay, because they're not representing us the way we want them to. Okay, they work for us. Okay, and they're not representing us the way we should. We want them to represent us. Mayor Paul Coogan, him too. He's not representing us to anything any better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just being totally honest here. I mean, people got to stop being honest with themselves. Do you think that these guys are representing us? My opinion, they're not representing us at all. Mayor Paul Coogan's giving us poor representation. Linda Pereira and all they give. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know something? I'm not talking bad about anybody, but we gave them a try. Okay, and what they do, nothing. Okay, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, but hey, you know what? I'm a taxpayer. I work for my money. Okay, and I'm not going to give my tax money to somebody that's not representing us. Okay, I'm not going to pay the city council just to sit there, fight, and not do nothing. Okay, I want good representation. If I ain't got good representation and I see it, then I'm voting you out. And I'm going to make sure that that everybody else knows too, that you're going to get voted out. You know, I mean, CJ, Chip, they're right. They're absolutely right. I listen to Spindle City Straight Talk all the time. And they're right on everything that they say. They're right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no representation. There's none. Okay, no representation whatsoever, and we just need to actually get them out. You know what I'm saying? They passed an ordinance to ticket the homeless. That's not right. That's not right at all. I mean, they're desperate for money. Well, actually, Mayor Paul Coogan's desperate for money. So what do you think? What do you think? You're going to get money off you're going to get money off the homeless? No, you're not. That's wrong to do that. That ordinance should be in void. It should be in void because it's not the way it's not the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. It was never the way to do it, and it's not. If you're going to put an ordinance out there, make sure you put it make sure you put it where that it's going to be used. Okay. Important. You know what I'm saying? Like people driving while they're texting. Okay. Or they're talking on the phone. They're not using hands free. If you're going to put an ordinance, you're going to put an ordinance out for that. Okay. But putting an ordinance out on the homeless and you're going to ticket them because they're standing around, they ain't got no place to go. They have no place to go. Shelters are full. Sometimes they sleep on the street. Sometimes they go out there and they panhandle. Sometimes they, they do anything to survive. You know what I'm saying? But it's not what you think. You know what I'm saying? They're struggling too. You know what I'm saying? Homeless people are unfortunate. Okay. We are fortunate because we got what we need. But you know something? They're less fortunate because now, guess what? Now we gotta help them. Okay. So the people of our city, the people and the taxpayers of our city, we help them. You know what I'm saying? Because the government's not going to help them. This city and the city mayor and the city council, they're not going to help them. They got better else things to do by making market rate housing. So they're not going to help them out. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do anything for them. I mean, but now give them a ticket, they're just making things worse. You know what I'm saying? They're making things worse. I mean, we got enough issues, enough problems going on here in this city without making things worse. So we need to take those city councils out. Joe needs to go, Joe Camara needs to go, Brad Kilby needs to go, Sean Contini needs to go, Linda and Laura Washington needs to go. Okay, these people need to go. Okay, because they're not. We gave them a chance. You know what I'm saying? I voted for these people. Okay, I gave them a shot. Okay, but you know something? Now let somebody else run for city council. Let somebody else run for mayor, and let's give them a shot for the next 2 years and see what they can do. I mean, hey, we're taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? Our money pays for them to be there. Our money pays the mayor to be there. Our tax money does. Businesses, business owners, homeowners. When taxes are being paid, it's there. The money's there for them. The money's there. The money's there for them. They're not do the work for nothing. So I mean, they got to start listening to us. Okay, they They got to start listening to us because, I mean, without us, they don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? They don't get paid. Just like governors, just like presidents, just like um, uh, the federal government and everything else and stuff. You don't listen to us, you don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? You don't get any money from us. But I mean, what do you think where all the money comes from Social Security and retirement money and everything else? It's because of people like us go out there, get a job, put money in the system, and work. Okay. We don't get handouts. We don't get anything for nothing. Okay. We don't. Okay. We get what we get, and that's it for a paycheck. We're working the minimum wage, 15 minimum wage. Okay. We don't make six figures like the mayor does, the city council does, the governor does, the presidents do. We don't make six figures. Okay. We don't do it. Okay. We're one poor country. Okay. The majority of this country is poor. Okay. People say, oh, we're rich. We got money. You know something? I like to know where. I do. I like to know where. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're a rich country and we got tons of money, I like to know where. I like to know where because I may want some of that money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but to my knowledge, my opinion, we're not a rich country. You know what I'm saying? We're not. We got enough. We got enough to survive. We got enough to keep things, some things running. You know what I'm saying? Like like electricity outside. We got enough. We got enough. You know what I'm saying? But we're not the richest country in the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people think, oh, yeah, guess what? Hey, you know something? Hey, you're the richest country. Hey, I like to know where. I like to know where. I mean, I like to know if we're rich or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, if we're a rich country, I would love to. Give me some of that money because I would like some to support my family with. You know what I'm saying? And help the homeless out too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's. I mean, tell me if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it does. It makes a lot of sense. Actually, no, it don't make sense because we're not rich. Okay, So if we're rich, why ain't we helping the country? Why ain't we fixing our roads? Okay, our infrastructure. Okay, why ain't we? Okay, Why ain't we doing the stuff that the important stuff that does need to get done? If we're a rich country, that goes to show you that we are not rich because we are poor. We are a poor country. Okay, that goes to show you how poor we are. Because if we were rich, we would have the infrastructure done. We would have the important. We would have more police officers. We would have more fire department. We would have the fire department would have better cruisers. We would have better. They would have better equipment that take care of themselves with. You know what I'm saying? The fire department, their fire station would have been updated. The old police station would have been demolished. And what else? The Bank Street Armory would have been demolished. Okay. The storefronts here in the Flint would have been cleaned out, remodeled, repaired, and everything else if we were a rich country. Okay. It goes to show you that we're not. Okay. We're not. And just because all that gold and all that gold that we have that goes that has nothing to do with us. So the gold doesn't have anything to do with us. Has a lot to do with the reserve, the Federal Reserve. So I mean, because I looked it up and I said, "Wow!" I said, "Geez," I said, all this gold and stuff that people say that we have, and it's like it has something to do with the reserve. It doesn't have nothing to do with us because if it had something to do with us, I'd be damn sure that we can get all the repairs on the road, fix up the patch, all the patch up jobs and everything else. Get things done the way they should be done. You know what I'm saying? And then have money left over, and then we can help the homeless, and have some more money left over, and bring back Fall River Celebrates America again, like we did, like it was here in the past. But the reason why they took it out of there because people fighting, people rioting down there, they messed it up. So that's why Bank 5 and all the other sponsors they said nope, we don't want it no more because of people mess things up for everyone else that wants to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So now, as the people of the city, the taxpayers of the city of Fall River, we're not going to let this happen again because other people now, generations are coming in, they want to enjoy it too as well. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they want to enjoy things too as well. So I mean, and and it's if I have to, put it, volunteer, help and do things, then I will. I mean, because it's not, man, it's not. It's just that it's so ridiculous. Now you're taxing the homeless. I mean, not taxing the homeless. Now you're giving homeless tickets and that down there. They passed it Tuesday. They give the homeless tickets. How ridiculous that is, man. Well, now how is that going to work? Because they don't have any money. They ain't gonna have no money to give. They're gonna laugh at the city council and say, "You guys are nothing but jokers. You got to tickets us, and we ain't got no money. Here we are trying to look for a place to live. Are you serious, man? Wow, man, that's how much they really care about the homeless because they do something like that to them. Okay, that's how much they really care. Okay, the city council. I mean, I'm mentioning certain ones. So that's how much they care. Okay. That's how much Mayor Paul Coogan cares. Okay. You keep voting the same people back in there and see how much results that you're going to get. Okay. See how much. Okay. Yeah. I mean, see how much you're going to get results. If you think you're going to get the same results, so keep voting them in. But you know what? You're not going to get any different results. What you're going to get now. Okay, I've been involved with politics. I know, and I've been in several meetings with them. I know. I've been input meetings and stuff. I've been in inputs. I gave inputs. I gave ideas and everything else and stuff. I remember one time, and keep saying this because it's been on my mind for quite some time. When the city council tells you, oh, if you got any ideas, please share them with us. And when you go down there and you share your ideas with them, and they turn around and they say, oh, okay, we'll use them. And then they don't use your ideas. Okay. They come up with this little gig. Oh, give me your ideas. And then, we'll next city council, we'll actually talk about it. Yeah. So, something? Now that didn't work. Okay, that didn't work because you know why? Because the city council, they like to play games. That's what they do. That's the name of the game. They like to play it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, you know what? I'm going to expose I'm going to expose all the city councils down there, and I'm going to expose all the mayors too. Because you know why? Because they are no good. And I just name Joe Camara, Sean Kadim, Linda Pereira, Laura Washington, Laura Simmons. I mean, I don't care. Okay. I do not care. Okay. I do not care. These people need to get out of office, and we need to put more people in there, new people in there, because you want to know why? Because now we need to give other people a chance. Okay. Others. It is. Because you're not going to get you are not going to get the same that you're going to get a different results. Okay? You're not going to get a different, you're going to always get the same results from the old dinosaurs that are in there. So they need to go. Okay? They need to go. They need to retire. That's what they do. Like Mayor Paul Coogan needs to retire. He's already been there for 4 years. He needs to go. And you know something? And the only one I would be able to vote for was Michelle Dion, because she's great. Okay. She does her job. Okay. At least she tries. You know what I'm saying? She tries, because they keep shutting it down all the time. Okay. They keep shutting it down. So we need to push these people, these old dinosaurs, city councils out of there. We need to push them out of there because they are no good. I ain't voting for any of them except for Michelle Dion. You know what I'm saying? So, and I will say it because I will do. Okay. I mean, I don't hold anything back. I will just vote for Michelle Dion. We need to push these dinosaurs out of there, because I mean, all they're there is taking up space and not doing a damn thing for anybody. No good representations at all. Okay. None at all. And it's sad when you ain't got no representation. I remember my good friend, I'm not going to mention his name, but, he used to live in Fall River. And, and he even said that there was no good representation. And something, and that's very rare that I would agree with somebody, but I would agree with him on this one. Okay. No representation whatsoever, man. How are we going to get representation, good representation when they're not when these people are not going to listen to what the taxpayers say? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, well, that's city councils for you. What do you want? Okay, next person. Well, let's get the next person to come down and do a citizens input. Okay, next person after that. So whatever we tell them, it goes in one ear and out the other. That's how it does. Okay. And it's always been like that for the last 25 years. It has been like that. Okay. It's always been like that. Okay. With the city councilors. Ever since I've got involved with politics, it's always been like that. My father warned me. He told me, he said, Dave, he says, you know something? Sometimes these, the city councils, they're going to either fight, they're not going to listen to you, they're not going to give you good representation. My dad was right. Okay. My dad was right. And you know something? My Uncle Danny, one that owned a furniture store on Pleasant Street, 2 furniture stores on Pleasant Street, businesses on Pleasant Street, and plus a hot dog stand. He even told me when he ran for city council, he even said, he said, Dave, he said, don't expect, when you get someone in there Don't expect, when you start voting for the same people, don't expect a different answer, because you're always going to get the same thing. And that's how it is. Okay. For the last 20 years, that's how it's been. Okay. Those people need to go. Okay. They need to retire, and that's it. Linda Pereira needs to retire. She's up there. Joe Camara needs to go. Sean Kadim needs to go. And Laura needs to follow right behind them too, because it's sad. Okay. It's sad that they can't come to a conclusion or come to any how they say compliment, an agreement. I'm sorry, an agreement. They can't come to an agreement and say, hey, well, we need to do this, and I think Michelle Dion is right. We need to do this, so we all need to come together. No, the city councils does not do that. Okay, even the mayor don't do it. Okay, even the mayor don't do it. Okay, they don't come together and say, hey, we need to listen to these people, because these are the people that vote for us. And you know something? And and if we don't do whatever they tell us to do, they're not going to vote for us anymore. And that's going to, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt their campaign. Okay. Because the people of the city of the taxpayers of the city of Fall River, right? They are sick and tired of hearing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I promise when I get in, I'm going to do this. And they don't do it. Okay. They only tell you what you want to hear. Okay. Just like the mayor. When I was listening to all the videos that the mayor was saying, I promise this, I promise that, I promise I'm going to do this, I promise I'm going to do that. Guess what? Promises, boom, may be broken. So, and that's how it goes. Okay. They promise. Now, why? Because they want your money. That's why they go to the elderly. They use the elderly just to get their vote. And you know what I'm saying? And that's not right. You know what I'm saying? You can't go and promise the elderly community and say, hey, I'm going to vote for you. I promise that I'm going to do this for you. I promise I'm going to do that for you. And then all of a sudden you break your promise, and then you don't do nothing for the elderly, but raise the taxes on them, and they have very little retirement income to live on, because you made a promise and you broke it. Okay. You don't make promises and then decide later on and say, hey, you know what? Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother now, because now I'm elected. Now I have the mayor's office. You know what I'm saying? This is how these people work. Okay. And they've been like this for a very long time. Okay. And you know something? And Sean and CJ and Chip, they talk about this all the time too. Okay. They make promises. Okay. Promises that they cannot keep. And that's how they gain the votes. Okay. That's how they do it. You know something? And I want to see a city council tell me that it's a lie, because it's the truth. Okay. I want to see a city council come up to me and say, hey, Dave, you know something? I heard your live stream, and you know something? Everything you said was a lie. I'm going to say, you know what? It is. And I'm going to make sure that I'm on live when I'm talking to them. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say everything I said is the truth. Okay. Because you know what? Because I learned off my father. I learned off my grandmother. I learned off a lot of people on what politicians do. Okay. And you know something? And they're only there for the money. They're not there to help you. They don't care about you. They care about what pockets and how much money that they think that they can get. Okay. And you know something? And I would love to see a city council come up to me and say that I'm a liar, because you know something? Because I will have him. I will put him on record, and I will record him, and I'll say, you know what? And you're a liar. Okay. It's the truth. Okay. Everything I've said about politicians, it's the truth. Okay. You guys are no good on representation. Okay. No good on representation. We don't get good representation. And that's why we're upset. Okay. Upset not getting good representation. We come up with some good ideas. You tell us to go there. And then all of a sudden, with the ideas that we give you, you're like, okay, boom, in one ear and out the other. Right. So, and then when we go down there for input, it's like, okay, well, all right, your 3 minutes is up. All right, next person. Okay. And then when all the ideas get to them, they don't use them. They don't use them. Okay. They don't use them. So what is the point of having these people there when they're not going to do anything for us? When they're doing things for themselves? I can say again, for Michelle Dion, thumbs up for her. She's trying. And you know what? Michelle Dion, in 2 years, if she's running for city council, she will get my vote. Because you know something? Because I have numerous conversations with her a lot of times. And she said, Dave, you know what? I'm trying so hard. You know what I'm saying? And she always says it's frustrated. It's frustration. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, you know what I'm saying, to get through of to accomplish what I want to do. And I said, I mean, you need most of the majority of the votes, you know what I'm saying, from the city council. You know what I'm saying? To get it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It is. I mean, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? To get it because, I mean, they're not going to agree with you. Most of them say no. Most of them will say yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's you gotta have a good city councilor. You gotta have a good group of city councilors, okay, in there that wants to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? That wants to do stuff. That wants to pass things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad, but I mean it's sad because these people are not representing us like they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been around for a very long time, and I've seen what these people do. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it many, many times. Okay, and the people, they come up to me and they tell me, I said, look, how come you don't go to the city council and tell you? They said, Dave, well, because you know why? Because, I mean, the way I hear you talk, you got the brains of the outfit. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, I mean, I've been around for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And, for the last 25, 30 years, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? And I know what these people do. You know what I'm saying? And and people ask me, Dave, how come you don't run for anything? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I do better as a talk host show than being a politician. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I normally do. You know what I'm saying? So it's and I know my good friend James is over there listening because he's the only one that's on right now. So I'm gonna go and see if he left any comments. Nope, he didn't. I hope he does. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sometimes he's got some good inputs too. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. I mean, but I hope you guys share my video and because I'm thinking of I want share my videos, keep sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Every time I do a recording, please share it because you want to know why? Because whatever the truth always comes out. Okay, it's the truth. It's the truth on what the city councils do. Okay, and and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? They raise taxes on you. They they raise property taxes. They do all kinds of crazy things, and and they don't care about us. They don't even care if you're poor or not. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if they put you out in the street. They don't care. Okay, as long as they got a place to live and a place to stay, they're happy. You know what I'm saying? They are happy and driving around with brand new cars out of taxpayers' money and everything else and stuff. Yeah. And the money that they make comes from the taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? The mayor's office, city councils, and everything else and stuff. If it wasn't for us, guess what? They wouldn't get paid. They'd be volunteering working for free. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they get paid damn good money. from us. I'm saying, so when you get paid good from us, the taxpayers, we want good representation, not bad representation, and we want the stuff the most important stuff to get done. You know what I'm saying, in the city of Fall River. Never mind going around taxing the homeless people, giving homeless, passing an ordinance out there with the ticket and everything. You know what I'm saying? The ticket and ticketing the homeless because they're around. They ain't got no place to go. Make that make sense. They have no bloody place to go. Okay? So you guys are going to give them a ticket. So don't expect to get money off them because you won't. Okay? You won't. You can ticket anybody you want. And if I was homeless, you gave me a ticket, I take the ticket and rip it up and say, here you go. Have a nice day. That's what I would do. I rip the ticket up. Say, you know what? You give me a ticket and I ain't got no money. I ain't got a place to live, but you can pass out tickets and pass an ordinance. That ordinance should be a void. Okay? That ordinance should be a void. Okay? Because you know something? The city council had no right to pass an ordinance like that to give the homeless a ticket like that. Okay? To give them tickets from lounging around everywhere. Because know why? Shelters are full. Okay? Oh, I don't care if the shelters are full. That is the attitude of the city councilors towards the homeless people because they say, I don't give a hoot on the homeless people. And that's how they treat the homeless people. That's how the city council and the mayor's office treats the homeless people. I don't care. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to pass an ordinance. I'm going to give tickets out to the homeless people. And that's what they say. I listen to their live streams all the time. Okay. When they're live like that, I listen to the live streams all the time. Okay. And you know something? When I listen to the live streams, they come out right on top and they say, I don't care. Okay. I don't care about the homeless. I don't care. I'm going to pass the ordinance. I'm going to give them the ticket. So they passed the ordinance Tuesday. Okay. So now if they see any homeless hanging around anywhere, whether it's at the bus station or downtown anywhere or money, trying to get money and stuff, they're gonna get ticketed by the police. That's what's going down right now. Okay. And you know something? That's a shame. Okay. And then you know something? I always thought maybe government, okay, hey, the homeless veterans. So in other words, they're gonna if you find a homeless veteran on the street, you're gonna give him a ticket too, right? So that shame on the city councils, okay, and shame on the bloody mayor of the city of Fall River, okay, shame on him too, okay, because something, that is horrible to do that to your veterans too, to your homeless veterans, okay, and just to satisfy your rich friends and your pockets and everything else. That's what it is, it's sad, okay, it is, it's horrible, okay, and something, you people don't belong there. You people need to get out of there and retire because you guys no representation for us at all. Okay. And you know what? Hey, okay, Linda Pereira. Well, Laura Simmons, Laura, for City Council, Laura. Okay. And Sean Kadeem. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me or not. I don't care. I don't care. What do I care? And something, this is all business. We want good representation. Okay. We want good representation. If you can't do it, then guess what? Out the door you go. That's it. Okay. We're tired of putting up with all this. And you got crimes around the city and everything else and stuff. You got shooting, stabbings, and everything else going on. A woman told me on the bus the other week that she's been mugged by a guy and dragged behind the building next to Subway downtown. Wow. You know something? you guys give good representation, not. Okay? You guys don't give good representation. You guys give lousy representation. We want somebody that's going to give us good representation, not lousy representation, and listen to us, what we got to say, because we are the taxpayers of the city of Fall River. We are residents. We are residents. You guys go out there, you use the elderly people just to get what you want and promise them this and promise them that, and then something, and then get their money, you know what I'm saying, and then say, hey, you know what? The hell with them, right? So something, you people are no good at all. Okay, your people are no good at all. And you know what? I don't care if you like me or not, because you know something, I'm not here to make friends. Okay, I'm not here to make friends. Okay, this is business that I'm talking about. This is business. Okay, we want good representation. We don't want lousy representation. And you know something, and I agree with CJ and Chip. Because you people don't. I'm saying you people don't. People vote for you guys in there. What are they expecting to say? A different. What are they saying? What are they thinking? Okay, well, we're gonna get a different results. No, you're not gonna get a different results. You're gonna get the same results like before, right from them. Yeah. So it's either make things better or just get out. That's all. It's either make things better or just retire. That's it. I mean, because we are tired and sick of it already. And I'm out there every single day working, okay, working and paying my taxes every single year, and you guys are out there and you guys are not doing nothing for us, okay? We're taxpayers, man. You people have no respect for any of us at all. No respect. And you want our vote? Yeah, I get my vote in 2 years. I don't even think guys are going to be getting anybody else's vote in 2 years. So, I mean, retire, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are dinosaurs, man. Retire. Okay? You guys are dinosaurs. So just retire, and you're better off retiring, because it's time. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Because you guys are not doing anything for us. Okay, and and I'm not saying it to be mean, but I'm not. I'm just being honest, and I'm just laying the truth out there. Okay, because I remember everything that you guys do. Okay. Give us ideas. We give you guys ideas. You don't use them. Okay. We go down there. We put input. We tell you what's going on. You don't do nothing about it. Okay. You don't do nothing about it. Okay. So what is the point of giving you guys ideas when you guys are not going to use them? Okay. And I don't want to hear, oh, please give us another chance. We're going to use them. No. You already had your chance. No. So the mayor needs to go, and some of you city councilors that I mentioned need to retire and need to go. You're done. So, I mean, in other words, like Donald Trump would say, you're fired. You're done. Wow. Whew. Unbelievable, man. No representation. Unbelievable. Whew. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, and guess what? Something, I went on street cap too also, and I found pictures up there of the night owl on the night owl. Someone should buy that, okay? Buy it and make a little small restaurant out of it. You know what I'm saying? A little parking space or something. You know what I'm saying? And just like maybe a little hot dog stand or something. You know what I'm saying? the night owl. I mean, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not in that San Nope, it's not. This is malt. That's the name of it. It's a shame. Okay, it's a shame that we have to actually deal with people that is not capable of representing us and representing the veterans. And so, hey, so just saying, if I was homeless, or if I would, yes, God bless the veterans is right. And matter of fact, we donated shirts, dress up shirts, good dress up shirts. We donated. Uh, we donate. I do. We I donate. We donated a something that was an exercising bike, and I donated to. I gave it to one of my coworkers. The donations, and she brought the pedal bike, the exercising bike, up there to the veterans, and so that way they can have something to exercise their legs with. You know what I'm saying? But something, I want to thank her for that too. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Tammy, and for all you do, and for the veterans and the homeless, and and just keep doing what you're doing. Um, you're welcome. Just keep doing what you're doing, because it's good deed. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes veterans, homeless veterans, homeless veterans, veterans that are in homes, are in rehabilitation, or in the homeless veterans, they need our help. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tough, and the government's not gonna do them any favors. Okay, the government's not gonna do them any favors. So we might as well just do what we have to do, and try to help them out. Even though that we are a poor city, even though that we're poor, but something, it doesn't matter. But we're still able to scrape up money, scrape up clothes, dress up shirts, things that they're not brand new, but things that they could use. You know what I'm saying? Even the homeless, would dress up shirts and things that they can use to go and get a job, go to a job interview and stuff. Something, the city council shouldn't even be treating the homeless like that, and passing an ordinance like that to giving them tickets, to issue tickets out for them congregating around, because they don't have no place to go. Okay, shelters are full; they have no place to go. So you guys are going to go out there and do that. You guys the city council ought to be ashamed of themselves for passing that ordinance. Okay, on the taxpayers' dime, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Okay, ashamed of themselves. Okay, I'll expose every single one of them. Okay, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Okay, because if I was a city councilor, I would never ever do that. Okay, I would never ever pass an ordinance like that. Okay, to I would never pass an ordinance like that to give a homeless ticket like that. Something. I'd rather help the homeless than go out there and do that to them. Okay, that is a shame. The city council should order Linda Pereira, everybody except for Michelle Dion. You got the whoever passed that ordinance. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay, you ought to be. Okay, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay, bunch of greedy. Okay, pass an ordinance and everything else. Yeah, you guys are greedy. That's what you guys are. Okay, it's a shame that you guys go around and do something like that to the homeless. Okay, whoever did it is going to be exposed. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because you know something, by you guys doing that, you guys will never ever get my vote again. Okay, and I'm going to name that the ones that will never get my vote. Sean Kadeem will never get my vote. Laura Forever will never get my vote. Okay, and who else? And Linda Pereira, she will never get my vote again. Okay, none of you will never get my vote except for Michelle Dion. She will be the only person to get my vote. Okay, because know why? Because she does a good job in the city council. At least she tries. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like, because she gives good representation, because I've spoken to her on many occasions. I've spoken to her about issues, and she said, Dave, look, you know what? I'm trying. It's the city council. They're not, agreeing. They're not agreeing. They're saying no. I'm like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's greed. The greed gets to them. You know what I'm saying? Because once you're a politician, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, it goes to greed. Okay, and it goes, I'm gonna take whatever I can, and that's it for myself. Okay, so that's what that's about. Okay, it's greed. How do you think they have brand new cars? How do you think they own houses and everything else? It's greed. Okay, it's about greed. It's about money. Okay, it's not about the people of Fall River. It's about greed, and it's about their pockets, and not nobody else's. They leave the poor people out, and they don't care about anybody. And you know something, Jordan James Sylvia had said a lot about this too. Okay, it's greed. It's about money. If you ain't got the money, you forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's about greed. It's who you know, and that says a lot for the city councilors. So if you think that you're going to get special, if you think that you're going to get different results, you're wrong. I've been around too long to know what goes on in the city council, in the mayor's office. Okay, so don't expect to get different. Don't respect to get the same results, because look at it. Look at the storefronts, man. Storefronts in the Flint are a mess. Okay, the storefronts are a mess. Decorating decorating the crosswalks with taxpayers' money. Okay, and Flint Village. Look what I did. Look what the mayor of City of Fall. Look what I did. I put the logo on the crosswalk, and it says Flint Village on it. Oh, geez, that came out of taxpayers' money too, as well. As well too. I mean, it did. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows it did. You know what I'm saying? Man, people, man, when people vote for these people back in there, they make me. It's sad. It's sad because you know something. And some of the people in the city of Fall River, okay, they like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna vote for the same ones back in there again. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's gonna be the same bullshit every day. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, maybe right. But you know something, you gotta change the narrative, man. I'm telling you, gotta change the narrative around, because if you don't, guess what? Breaking news: the Senate is just passed. Trump can't. Wait a minute. Hold on here. Wait a second. What's going on here? Oh, hold on here. You got a breaking news here on Twitter. Twit. Let me see here. Let me see what's going on here. Breaking news: the Senate just passed. Wow. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see here. This might be good. Who knows? Come on, load up. The big news on Capitol Hill. The senator vote 88-2 on the key bill. What was the key bill? The U.S. senator voted overwhelming to pass the key piece of legislation of the blaster to the county nuclear energy sector. And the 88-2 vote sent the bill to President Joe Biden desk, and Senator Marquis Democratic Mass and Bernie Sanders won Vermont opposed the measures, and White House spokesperson did not answer the question about whether Biden will sign the bill. However, National Climate Advisory L.I. Zandai similarly posted on the social platform X on Tuesday in supporting of the legislation. Oh boy. Oh man. I appreciate the bipartisan efforts on advanced nuclear, and wrote along with a video of a speech by Senator Tom Carpenter in favor of the bill. The nuclear package was combined with another bill that realized the U.S. Fire Administration and grant program for firefighters for the Hill, added that this combined package will also go to the president's desk. We benefit from more tools in the toolbox, and we take on climate crisis. And there's no such thing as climate crisis. What the heck is wrong with these people, man? Wow, man, these people are just getting worse after worse, and worse. I mean, I don't know how many times. I mean, sometimes when you read stuff like this, you cannot make this stuff up, man. I mean, come on, even on a federal level, man, they're stupid and crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even on a federal level. Wow. Damn. I mean, ex-CIA advisor exposed Democratic plan to keep Trump out of the White House. Oh my God, these people are crazy, man. Nuts. These people are nuts, man. What is wrong with these people, man? Oh, Lord have mercy, man. God. I mean, something. I mean, it's these guys. I mean, they're always basically looking to no, that's East Africa and the beach, Mozambique. Yeah. So I mean, hey, yeah. So it looks beautiful, though. I took it off our street. I took it off the view. When they on Google. You know what I'm saying? And I actually post them up on Facebook, just to show you. Hey, look at Rhode Island memories in Providence in 1950. Old cars, man. Old 1950s, 1975 Chevrolets. I mean, come on, man. Look at Providence back in the day, man. Wow, 1950, huh? That's awesome. I love it. I like to read stuff like this. What people are saying, and commenters debates on areas. So you can't tell my car that this photo is from 1950. Yeah, it is. Try 30 of 40s and look at the vehicles. Look at more like 40s. And I remember buying a school shoes with my mom and Tom Mackin in the 60s, and I desperately wanted a pair of blueprint pumps, but those were that idea came from I do not know. Mom brought me a pair of brown laces. Yes, I was trying to remember being there, but I ways before 1950s. Friendly and easy to park and the park and the shop, but looked like a late 1930s by clothing styles, by cars and photographs, and his late 30s. Best shoe stores, not the fittings, but appropriately lots and shoes were needed in the 50s. But this must be around only Ville. I shop there a couple of times, but the early 80s. But I wish I lived in the prior so and much less everything back then. But I worked at Tom's Mackin, but not in the 1950s. I worked at Tom Mackin in the 80s, but it was the corner location, but they must have moved. I brought a new pair of shoes, but at Tom's back in the 70s, I remember, and that's earlier than the 50s. I went to Tom's to try on shoes when I was in high school and working in the summer jobs, but in Providence. Back in then, a pair of shoes cost $7.50, included tax. I remember it would. In the 50s, Tom was on Washington Street. I did say the 30s, but also we was in the was in where it was this what street. Wow, these cars are from the 30s and possibility from the 40s. That is something, huh? Hey, something to go look forward to. To read. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes so I can't show it to you because it's too late. But hey, something, if you're looking at cars back in the 50s, 1950s, 1950s, 1980s, 1975s, you'll find a lot of 1975 Chevrolets. You'll find you find some nice cars, believe it or not, man. You gotta really look at your history, you know what I'm saying, to know that what's going on there, But hey, though, it's good to read history sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because history always repeats itself when it wants to, you know what I'm saying? And that seems to be true a lot, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what's in the news today. Let's see here. Let's see what's in the news today. Let's get this out of here. Former President Trump is to help Pennsylvania mom of three pay for her groceries. That was nice of him to do that. Fall River plant according to employment, but three 15-year-old immigrants children working there at 9 to 11 hour shifts. Wow, jeez. Fall River plant accused of employing three 15 years old immigrant children working them 9 to 11 hour shifts. Wow, city council has passed an ordinance that restricting camping on public property. Where are these people going to go, man? Wow, Fall River may soon fine homeless Americans for authorizing camping, while in Massachusetts spending $1 billion. Well, these people need a place to go. Why can't you? Why can't these people have these give these people a place to go? These people need a place to go. How are they going to find them? Why are they finding them for? You know what I'm saying? It's a bloody shame. For them to do that, man. That is horrible. I mean, look at it, man. Trump has a message for Iranians about ongoing assassination threats. What is the polls show about Tim Walz and J.D. Vance before Tuesday VIP debate? Fall River man was sentenced to life in prison and Valentine's Day murder. Good. They finally caught up to that one. I wonder what else they caught up. A recent ABC News polls show that Donald Trump has 21-point lead over Kamala Harris on the topic of securing the borders. Yeah, well, he has, and it's right there, and it's being read right out there by CNN. Question 5. What voters need to know about the proposal of eliminating the tips minimum wage? Well, yeah, I mean, you got to, you have to eliminate the tax on tips. Okay, you got to eliminate the tax on tips. It's not saying that they can't get any tips, but you got to eliminate the tax on tips, like you have to eliminate the tax on Social Security. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Trump is doing. So after Michael Williams is executed in Mississippi's nation racist. Oof. Congress passed the temporary government funding extension, avoiding the devastation shutdown. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. MSNBC is Stephen Rowe calls out Harris for dodging how she raised taxes, and she doesn't answer. Trump is already massive. New York's civil fraud penalty has grown by 24 million interest in the head. Nikki Haley campaigner endorsed Harris. Oh my God, she didn't endorse Harris. What is wrong with this woman? Nikki Haley, what a Nikki nut. Nikki Haley campaign endorsement on Harris as GOP former governor backing Trump. Nikki Haley campaigner endorsed Harris as the GOP former governor backing Trump. Awesome. Oh, yeah, you people, man. Whew. Chapel Roan reveals she voted for Kamala Harris after online backlash. What a bunch of clowns. Oh, Johnson demanded Zelensky fire Ukraine ambassador to the U.S. aimed by fallout by Pennsylvania. Trump lashes out at Zelensky after Ukraine leader questioned, claiming he could end wars. That is true. That is true. Trump can end that war in one day. In one day. Okay? In one day. That he could end that war in one day. Okay? He can. And he's done it before, and he'll do it again once he's president in November 5th. Harris has outlined $100 billion manufacturing plans to review grandmaster over ideology. Wow. Trump blames Harris for a controversial shoplifting laws. Here are the facts. I mean, she was VP. Ah, my God, she was VP. How come she didn't do all this stuff when she was vice president for the president of the United States? As a matter of fact, she wasn't even nominated by the Democratic Committee, DNC. She wasn't even nominated. Wow, awesome. She wasn't even nominated by them. And but you know something, when Biden dropped out, guess what happened? Biden gave it to her. She wasn't even nominated. She wasn't in a nominee in the DNC. So she can't be the president of the United States because she wasn't even nominated for it. Oh my God, she wasn't even chosen. Oh boy, wow. Sad but true. Lawsuits on file against the local Fall River seafood supplier alleged child labor. Wow. Seafood, but child labor. Imagine that, huh? Lawsuit. Yeah, there's a lawsuit filed against the Fall River seafood supplier for alleged child labor. Wow, in Fall River. My God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Official intelligence is products to marketing 72 hours in advance. The CNN election polls. Woo-hoo-hoo. Trump is ahead by 21 points. Suspect pleaded not guilty in the murder of 17-year-old Ton. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's his right. He can plead not guilty, but guess what? And he can go for a jury of his peers, or he can go for in front of the judge, and the judge will find him guilty, and he could spend the rest of his life in prison for killing a 17-year-old. 18-year-old Fall River and Somerset ties passed away suddenly. Wow. Watch Trump rallies in supporting Pennsylvania. Haley nominated as the first woman to serve as the Chief Justice of Massachusetts Appeals Court. Good for you and congratulations. Police log September 16th to September 27th. Fall River tells structure and sources about the skyline. Judge who dismissed the secrets of document cases against Trump will oversee the case against the alleged would to be assassinated. The president of Iran, who is part of the IRGC, has just landed in New York to go to the UN and the IRGC is a designated, in other words, a designated area. So Fall River Police Department is taking a slight jab from the new Netflix show, That Perfect Couple. President Trump is landing in Georgia. The courts are asking to dismiss the murder charges against Karen Reed and the death of her police officer's boyfriend. Fall River News bed senior apartments for $250 a month are stunning. Yeah, okay. The Senate approved criminal contempt resolution against Steward Healthcare CEO. The IRS will soon set in a new 2025 tax break. Here, what to know. I'll be getting into that tax break. I'll tell you that right now. Boston Haitian protests Trump's fault claim about Ohio immigration. Oh, come on, man. Oh, God. It's, this immigration, immigration. I mean, these people are coming over the border and they're getting things for free and everything. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth that these people are getting things for nothing. Okay, they're getting Social Security, they're getting welfare, they're getting food stamps, they're getting everything handed to them, even a bloody driver's license. Okay, because it was proven. Because a friend of mine went down there to renew his license, and he saw the whole thing go down at the R&B because they are giving license for free. Okay, with they card attached to it and say, okay, we can give you a license, but guess what? We're not going to give you a driving test on the road. So this is where all these accidents are coming from. Okay, from these people are not taking the road test. Okay, The RMV is giving license down there. It's been proven, and it's been proven. Okay, I'm not going to take no for an answer because it's been proven. Somebody, 2 people, 3 people told me that went down there that I knew. I'm not going to reveal my source. That they told me that Dave, honest to goodness, yeah, I mean, come down here and see this for yourself. They get a license for free without road tests and everything else and stuff. And the people that live in this country, the people that were born in this country, we have to pay for our license while they're getting their license handed to them, right to them. Okay, so that's how do you think that's fair? Sometimes you cannot make this stuff up because you know what? Everything I say comes out of my mouth is the truth. Okay, whether you want to believe it or not, it's the truth. Okay, and I'm not going to say anymore. Mass multiple parties agencies awarded road safety and project funding. SNAP finds out how new changes will affect the benefits up to $1,000. Wow. Mass governor homeowners major tax breaks to go solar and taking a look. Wow. Oh my gosh. Mark Gillo Williams due to be executed tomorrow at 9:24 2024, even who his DNA clears him. So in other words, they're gonna execute the guy, even if his DNA clears him, right? So they're still gonna execute this guy, right? Wow. Massachusetts is home to a larger bridge in New England. Yeah. That'll be the Braga Bridge. Slight SNAP benefits increase in taking effect in October 1st. That is something else too. 6 men use UPS to move cocaine from Puerto Rico to the city in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. AG says the polls the polls shown a ramp for Elizabeth Warren, which is it doesn't surprise me. A mother who feels something to moving in her ear, her daughter decided to pour peroxide in her ear to clean it and #clean. Massachusetts Haiti community feels the weight and history for racist lies. State police sergeant disciplined over handling products. Text Karen Reed. Question 4 could realize that the use of Fezzik in Massachusetts. Ugh. Who is leading in the polls? The states have common law marriage. They should get rid of that common law marriage and get married for real. How much does a metal roof cost? Tear off insulation and products. Too much tipping. Recently, studies reviews impact tipping is having on consumers. Kamala Harris is shutting down with the deportation at the 2018 parade in Los Angeles. That was a long ago, man. Wow, all these things are coming up. New Bedford District Court arraigned a man accused of murdering one of their own. Trader Joe's is opening a new location in Massachusetts. Social Security payments worth $1,920 is to go out tomorrow, plus October schedule. Polls are showing growing frustration with legislators. Video shows that the moment is shots were fired in New Bedford neighborhood. Wow. Senators Collins voted for supplemental budget rate flying collective bargaining agreement. Black death row inmate sets to be executed for maintaining his innocence. This guy maintained his innocence. His DNA hasn't shown anything. Okay, and they're still going to execute this dude. Okay, wow. This guy maintained his innocence. Okay, and why? And these people are gonna go out there and execute this guy for what? For no reason. BJ's is hiring event is offering on spot. Breaking news: New York City Mayor is Eric Adams is on here. I'm going to cover some more of these stuff. Mayor Eric Adams is indicted on federal charges. The New York City mayor was indicted following the federal corruption investigation, according to the People briefing on the case. He is the first sitting mayor of the city, is facing criminal charges. Wow, need help newsletters, help pages, and contact us for assistance. Wow. Following updates. Yeah, so the New York Mayor Eric Adams was indicted for federal charges, and the New York City mayor was indicted for following federal corruption investigation. According to the People's briefing on the case, he is the first sitting mayor of the city, is facing criminal charges. Well, you know what it is, because they're catching all these corrupt politicians. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people like me have to expose these people, because you know what? Because these are the kind of people that we do not want inside our government, because they are corrupt. Okay, and we already got one, like Mayor Paul Coogan. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So we already got one here. Mayor Paul Coogan is corrupt, just like Jazel, but he's doing it a different way. So I mean, this has got to end. All this corruption's got to end. It's got to stop, because you know something, it's wrong. It's not right. Okay, you know, when you have to, when you're getting bad representation and stuff like that, you know, and then the politicians, they're not listening to what you have to say, only what they have to say. And ain't that the truth? Okay, that is more the truth. Okay, good. You know something? I'm glad that they're catching up. I'm glad that the federal government is catching up on these corrupt politicians, career politicians. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to know why? Because they've been getting away with it for so long, and they haven't even got caught. So it's about time that the federal government catches up and catches up with it, because you know something? I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Okay. Look what happened to Buddy Cianci when he's been stealing. Don't get me wrong. He was a good mayor of Providence, but he got caught stealing. He got caught with his hand in a cookie jar, and guess what? He ended up in prison. When he got out, he ran a radio show. He marched in the Bristol Parade and everything. I saw it, and let me tell you something. Okay, when he ran for mayor, the people of Providence said, "Buddy, we love you, we care about you, but guess what? We cannot put you in office anymore." Okay, and you know something, and you can't blame the people for doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the people for saying no. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, it's sad, but hey, you know, but now Buddy Cianci's not around no more. He's dead. I mean, he died of cancer, and that was the end of that, because he wanted to get he wanted he wanted he wanted he wanted he wanted he wanted that was breaking news, that the mayor of yep, so that was a breaking news. New York Mayor Adams was indicted. So that was a breaking news for the city of New York. It's sad for the city of New York. Prayers go out. God bless America. for the city of New York and everything. And my prayers go out to the city of New York and the people out there, because them are the ones that have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Them are the people out there that have to suffer for what is going on and over there in New York City. You know what I'm saying? People being shot in New York City. People, getting away with stuff in New York City. They've been being arraigned, and the judge dismissed their case. Even shootings over there in New York City. If you shoot and kill somebody over there, guess what? It's a misdemeanor. They let you go. They don't jail you. You know what I'm saying? And that is a shame. Okay, that is horrible. Okay, so we need a mayor in New York City. We need a mayor in New York City that's going to be tough on crime in New York. Okay, and get justice for the people. Okay, over there. For what I'm hearing right now, it was the captain of NYPD at one point. Yeah, well, the captain of New York New York PD. He was involved too. He was one of the crooked cops over there, corrupt and everything over there, and and did not care about no one. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was actually working with New York Mayor Eric Adams that got indicted. So, so good. Both of them, they should be in jail, because you want to know why? Because, you can only do so much things. Okay. You can only go so far without getting caught. And you know something? The minute you keep sticking your hand in a cookie jar, the minute you keep, doing all these things, all these corrupt things, you're bound to get caught. Let me tell you something. People are watching you. People got you taped and everything. And you know something? If you think you're getting away with it, you're not. You're not getting away. You're not getting away with nothing. Believe me. And you know something? Guess who else is watching? God is watching too. Okay, He is also watching too. And you know something? If you don't think He's watching, believe me, He's got your number and He's got your name too. So, and you will be judged at that point. So, but thank you, Tammy. Thank you for giving me, that news. Thank you, and uh, let's hope. Um, you know, um, let's hope for the best. The best uh, for uh, New York, and see why. New York City, and hope they get the mayor, hope they get the mayor their choice, and somebody that's going to uphold the law, not break the law. And I hope they get a new chief out there, and new and a new captain and the NYPD. You know what I'm saying? That's going to uphold the law and not break the law and not be corrupt. So let's actually do that. And we'll see what happens, because we have the election coming up November 5th, and a lot of things are on the line. Okay, there's going to be a lot of things on the ballot. And we want people to get out there and actually vote. You know what I'm saying? So and Long bull in Massachusetts is finally caught. Yeah, the last bull. Yeah, Congress. Yeah. So, oh yeah. Matter of fact, yes. There was a bull. Caught a lot of bulls and cows in Massachusetts. Took off, but they were finally they were actually finally captured, and they're all round up and everything, and back in their and back in their cages. Julia Crystally was just resentenced inside the judge's verdict. So I don't know why, but more on that case. I'll research that case. Kansas City Chiefs started a fair trial. Could it be benched by any Raider with a struggling TC, knowing he is? New apartments are coming into Fall River. Taking a look on the prices. Rhode Island's middle school teacher arrested for multiple rape charges. 37 prisoners securely fled from jail under government early release and scam. Forecast with the map shows with heavy rain will fall on Thursday, which would be tomorrow. Henry Winkler's son Max shortly looked like the Fonz reincarnated. Get it gone. Karen Reeder's defense team wants to the charges be dismissed. Holly nominated by the first female Chief Justice to Appeals Court. The IRS will soon set its new 2025 tax bracket. And here is what you know. More on that one in a couple of weeks. Trump may have just handed Jack Smith a massive win. Extreme makeover for home education stars dies after stabbing. Trump is fighting to avoid paying $489 million in kickoff court. SNAP increases and changes who qualifies and takes effect on October 1st. 600 plus Indian National Guard members set to be deployed. Iran's trying to assassinate Trump. Other U.S. leaders officially saying. New book details failure to leading to the murder of a 4-year-old Harmony Montgomery, military brother rooting with a family at emotional weddings, and Ray Hassel surprised. Oh, Massachusetts pays family and medical leave act on doesn't require employee to allow benefits. Oof. So, I mean, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey and First Lady Lloyd Gate host Ukraine's First Lady pledge by supporting immense crisis. Grievin Pizza here was our pick for the best restaurant around Fall River. Diddy lawyer says the rapper had 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his home because of his shop at Costco's. BJ's is hiring event prees registers online now. Adam Person is ready to roll the dice. Service industrial workers' wages on subjected and bailout question 5. Wow. But there is gonna be a lot of in November there is gonna be a lot of questions. There's gonna be like question 5s. There's gonna be a lot. You know what I'm saying, armed man comes to act from Obama's and Hollywood Secret Service again calls into question. Jack Smith scores another win in Trump's Jury 6 case. Social Security calls for an increase of 2025 and the latest expert protection are in. Oof. Their response of Trump proposing 200% tariff less than 5% of the U.S. sales made in Mexico. Harris will campaign in Arizona borders while Mexico attempt to show strength in immigration. Well, let me tell you something, okay? And all the things that I remember of Harris and when she was VP, and when she was the Attorney General, she hasn't done not a thing. Like she claimed, she said she worked in McDonald's and she lied. That was facts checked. Okay. And oh yeah. And I mean, what did Harris do for the last 4 years? Okay. For the last 4 years as a VP. Well, VPs are supposed to go down and do things for the president of the United States, right? So, I mean, what did she do for the last 4 years? I don't see any recognition that she's done anything for the last 4 years. She hasn't done nada. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. She hasn't been at the border for 4 years. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go down the border. I'm gonna go down to the border. Every time she says she's gonna go to the border, she hasn't showed up at the border. So I'm gonna go to the border crisis. I'm gonna see what's going on down there. Yeah, okay, sure. All right. Well, just call. Just let me know when. Just let me know when you. And and Trump says, just let me know when you're going to go to the border and everything else and stuff. So, because you need to stop saying you're going to go to the border and never show up. Oh God, help me. Uh, but we have Trump is leading 21 points. So he's ahead of Harris. So I mean, polls show it and everything too. So. But anyways, we got a time stop. It's 9:42, and I got to get to the weather, and see what the weather is going to be for tomorrow. Let's see what's going on with the weather. Office for Trump, and congratulations! I just released a new orange MAGA hat. Congratulations. Wow, man, I'm glad I only report the news, not the. I'm saying that as long as I have a talk show, and something, as long as I get to talk about it, yeah, damn. Let's see here. Let's see weather for tomorrow. Let's checking on the weather for tomorrow. Tomorrow's weather to expect to be sunny with a highs of around 71 and a lows of 50. Winds will be coming from the south at 7 to 11 miles an hour. No rain expected during that day or night. And skies will remain mostly clear. So that's your weather for Fall River Media News. I will be on tomorrow night again, and I will actually. You know what? I'm gonna be on tomorrow morning, around just say after breakfast around 9, 10 o'clock. Breaking news reports, New York, Eric. Okay, I already mentioned that already. So I'll be on tomorrow morning with the weather again, and updates on and breaking news. So this is Dave Mead reporting from my studio for Media News. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will discuss what more issues in politics, more issues on we'll discuss more issues that going on around the world. So take care, have a great night, and it's because it's already 10 o'clock already. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. This is Dave Mead, Forum Media News, signing out.